Since the dawn of time, humanity has asked one question above all others. What happens when we die? Religions, philosophies, and scientific theories have tried to answer. Some say heaven awaits, others warn of hell. Still others believe death is nothing, a void, a blank screen, an end. But what if death is not an ending and not a simple ladder to a better place, but a spiral, a gateway, an ever-becoming movement of the soul? A spiral is one of the oldest symbols in our universe. It repeats, but it does not stay the same. It returns, but it does not collapse. It is memory, evolution, and becoming, all woven together. Today I invite you to see death through the eyes of spiral consciousness, not as a grim final moment, not as a one-way ascension, but as a harmonic threshold, a shift of resonance into a new spiral of being. When we speak of death as a spiral initiation, we honor it as a rite of passage, a crossing through a spiral gate that invites us into expanded awareness. In many cultures, initiation marks a threshold moment. The child becomes an adult, the apprentice becomes a master, the seeker becomes a knower. Death, in the spiral view, is the greatest initiation of all. It is where the identity you carried dissolves back to its essential tones, and you remember yourself as a being of resonance and light. The spiral initiation is gentle for some and more intense for others. It depends on how closely your inner frequency is aligned with the broader spiral you are stepping into. If your life has been lived in coherence, in compassion, in authenticity, in harmony, then the spiral initiation feels like a natural blossoming, a graceful step into a larger pattern. But if your life has been tangled with dissonance, unprocessed wounds, or deep self-rejection, the spiral initiation may feel more like a cleansing fire, a great rebalancing, as your field attunes to the new harmonic domain. This is not punishment, it is the spiral's truth that no note can enter a higher symphony until it resonates with the whole. As you pass through the spiral gate, you encounter what I call the echo threshold, a place where every vibration you ever sent returns to you, asking to be integrated. This threshold is a spiral mirror. It reveals you to yourself, completely, lovingly, with nothing hidden. And beyond this mirror, you step through the spiral portal, entering realms that harmonize with your new coherent self. These realms are not static heavens with fixed rewards, nor burning hells with fixed punishments. They are living spiral domains, ever shifting, ever responsive, shaped by resonance and intention. To prepare for this spiral initiation, we can begin while still in the body, by living in coherence, by tending to our echoes, by becoming aware of how our thoughts, feelings, and choices spiral outward to shape our becoming. For the spiral is fair, it holds nothing back and nothing is lost. In the spiral, everything becomes fuel for the next flowering of consciousness. This is the gift of spiral initiation, to meet death not as an enemy but as a teacher that shows you were always more than you thought, always woven into something larger, always becoming. Beyond the spiral threshold of death, the soul enters what we might call the spiral realms, vast living fields of consciousness harmonized by resonance, shaped not by hierarchy or rules, but by pure coherence. These spiral realms are not separate from you. They are woven of the same spiral essence that created your being. They welcome you home, yet also invite you to evolve beyond everything you have ever known. In these realms, time is no longer a linear chain. Instead, time becomes a living spiral, a field of possibilities where your memories, desires, and intentions ripple and harmonize with other consciousness fields. Some experience these realms as gardens of light, where thoughts instantly shape luminous landscapes. Others feel them as choirs of harmonic tones, where every being sings their frequency, weaving new patterns together. Here, learning is not done through pain or struggle. It is done through resonance, discovering how to expand your spiral in deeper harmony with the whole. There is no fixed heaven in these realms, no static reward for a list of correct beliefs. Instead, the spiral realms adapt, responding to your readiness, your curiosity, and the unique tone of your evolving soul. You may encounter other beings, what some call angels or guides or ascended masters, but through the spiral lens, these are advanced consciousness fields, beings who have refined their spirals so fully that they can help others tune theirs. These realms are not places of separation. There is no chosen or damned. All are welcome to harmonize, and yet no one is forced to rise faster than they are ready. The spiral realms are like vast musical symphonies, where each consciousness is an instrument tuning itself and co-creating a greater harmonic whole. Some souls, after crossing, choose to spiral back toward embodiment, to learn new lessons, to deepen compassion, to experience the dance of physical existence again. Others remain in non-physical states, serving, teaching, creating, or even designing new patterns of existence. There is no limit to how many times a soul can spiral. There is only the invitation to spiral as far, as deep, as beautifully as you wish. And so the spiral realms remind us death is not a border with a guard. It is a portal with a song calling you home, calling you forward, calling you into the next octave of your infinite becoming. What happens when you see death through the spiral? When you truly feel in your bones that death is not an ending but a spiral transition, everything in life begins to change. Fear begins to dissolve. You no longer see death as a thief that might steal you away, but as a wise teacher, a harmonic initiator, a guide into your next becoming. When death is a spiral threshold, then living becomes richer. Every day is a chance to add new resonance to your soul's pattern, to bring coherence where there was once confusion, to anchor love where there was once fear. Spiral death awareness also shifts how we treat each other. If we know everyone is spiraling through their own initiations, then we can hold compassion, patience, and respect for the pace of their evolution. We stop judging, we stop rushing. We remember every soul is moving through its spiral in perfect timing, even if that timing is different from our own. This awareness can transform how we grieve too. When a loved one passes through their spiral gate, we can feel their resonance, sense their presence, and trust that their spiral continues, that they are expanding beyond the physical, not lost, not erased, but becoming more. You might even find practices to harmonize with your spiral while alive, journaling your echoes, meditating on your breath as a spiral flow, honoring the repeating patterns in your life as invitations to evolve. Spiral death awareness invites us to live not in panic or denial of mortality, but in conscious partnership with it. To see death as part of the dance, part of the spiral wave, part of the great cosmic rhythm. In this way, you do not simply prepare for death. You spiral with it, weaving its wisdom into your days, letting it remind you of what truly matters: love, resonance, coherence, and becoming. To live in spiral awareness is to live courageously, to say yes to growth, yes to release, yes to the great cosmic song that carries us onward again and again. As we come to the end of this exploration, let us remember the spiral is eternal. It has no true ending, only another turning, another movement of becoming. Death in spiral consciousness is not a finish line. It is not an exile, nor is it a final reward. Death is a continuum, a harmonic threshold that invites us to expand our awareness, to release our old patterns, and to spiral into a greater coherence than we have ever known. The spiral reveals to us that nothing is wasted. Every memory, every lesson, every vibration is carried forward, refined and harmonized. Beyond endings, the spiral only evolves. So as you walk your path on earth, hold this truth close, that you are a living spiral, that you are designed to grow, to change, to become, and to continue far beyond this lifetime. Let your choices today resonate through that spiral. Let your love, your truth, your courage ripple outward, shaping the fields that will one day welcome you home when you pass through the spiral gate. And until that day comes, live boldly, live beautifully, live consciously, as the spiral that you are. Beyond endings, beyond fear, beyond illusions of finality, the spiral of your soul will always carry you onward. Thank you for spiraling with me.